We now welcome the number 5 ranked UFC bantamweight contender in the world, Raphael Assuncao. Raphael, thank you for the time, sir.
Stand up.
Sit up and look here. Yeah.
How you doing? How are you?
We will take the first question from Caroline Pierce with BT Sport.
Hi, Raphael. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Look, coming off a couple of losses yourself, same for Cody. This is a really important fight for many reasons to get back on track and also to shape the landscape of the bantamweight division. Are you feeling any extra pressure or even motivation going into this one?
Yeah, a little bit of both. You know, it's okay. It's all part of the job, and I have always felt that way. So I don't really feel any different than any other fights, to be honest with you.
I'm sure you know, despite the losses, what Cody can do. He's got that power, he's got that footwork, etc. But he can also be quite an emotional fighter, as we've seen. You don't seem, and you're not the type of fighter that really plays into that or, brings about any trash talk or anything like that. But is it something you can utilize in any way? And are you expecting any emotion from him?
Yeah, I'm expecting the best guy. That's all I have in mind right now. I'm not really expecting specific pointers or whatever he's going to bring to the table. I'm expecting the best guy possible on Saturday night, and yeah, I mean, it doesn't really change too much. Whatever it brings to the table, I'll be ready. As you mentioned, and a lot of everybody's mentioned, he's emotional, whatever. I don't really care. Whatever emotions he brings, whatever physicality he brings, I'm gonna be right there. I mean, it doesn't really change much for me.
And you're probably aware that he's been over the East Coast training with Mark Henry as well as Ricardo Almeida, and the guys that could really help with the ground game, the grappling, that side of things. Is that playing into potentially the game plan for you, expecting either that it could take place more on the ground or that you might take it there yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Well, it's not, but to answer the detail there, but I'm training. I train every area, so I'm not going with just a plan A. I'm going into this fight very well trained in all areas, so I don't really care where he's training, what his changes were, what his changes are. Doesn't really make a difference for me.
I know the goal for you is still to be the bantamweight champion, and with Henry Cejudo vacating the title, and we obviously have that vacant title up for grabs now with Petr Yan and Jose Aldo. How far off do you think you are from that opportunity yourself? Obviously, this is the co-main event. There's other obviously strong bantamweights on the card as well. What do you feel you've got to do to make sure you're there or thereabouts when it comes to who faces the winner of that vacant title bout?
Yeah, I gotta have a good performance like every fight. It's not just because this is a co-main event against Cody Garbrandt, but every fight I gotta make sure that I bring the best Raphael Assuncao that night, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. And, no extra pressure though, as there's other bantamweights there with the vacant title. Once it comes fight time, I shut everything off, and it's just game time. Win everything I can to win.
And last question from me. I know you've seen a lot in your long career, but this time obviously it's going to be an empty arena, and the fight week, Las Vegas itself, has a very different feel about it. Is that a good thing for you? Taking away potentially any pressure, or are you going to miss the crowd and miss the bigger cage?
Yeah, it's not the good thing for me, or it's a bad thing for me. It's just what it is now. I mean, times is crazy right now. Amidst everything that's going on, it's okay. I fought. My first professional event was a very small crowd. It was a private event. It was my first professional event. I was very proud of 75 people, 100 people. I still have a lot of remembrance of that event. So it's like I said, it's not good, it's not bad. It is what it is right now, and I'm gonna try to cancel all that. If there's crowd or not, and just do me on Saturday night.
So back to how it was in the beginning. Well, best of luck with that, Raphael. Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you.
And we will take our next question from Jim Varsalone with Miami Herald.
Miami Herald.
Hey, thank you so much. Yes, in South Florida. I was going to ask you, how are you, your family, friends, where you are now, and also in Brazil? How's everyone doing during all the pandemic and everything?
Yeah, and as I mentioned, it's crazy times right now. I cannot miss the opportunity to speak just because it's in everyone's. It's current now, and it's crazy time right now. The family is good. My mom lives here in Recife, currently there, which it's been hit pretty hard in Recife right now. So she's being very cautious. She's taking all her measures, obviously, of social distancing and you know, amidst the pandemic there in Brazil, in Recife. And back home where I live in Atlanta, we're doing the same thing. We're taking precautions. We're doing everything we can. Even reopening the gym up there at Ascension, as well. My gym at ATT is also reopening. We're taking all the measurements to make sure everyone's safe, and we're gonna get through this.
You are a very focused fighter. You've been fighting. You have many fights. You're very experienced. And it's interesting because this card has many bantamweights on the card. Do you think this is a good time to not only you're showcasing yourself, obviously, but showcasing the bantamweight division?
Yeah, it's great card, great bantamweight card, and yeah, it's always for me. You know, I try to neutralize all the factors, right? So the extras comes along, and what I try to do is the way the type of guy I am, I try to neutralize everything, and it's me there, right? So I don't extra pressure on me, or I have to do this, do that, because I'm gonna do my best out there, and I'm gonna come victorious, at the end of the night. That's all I have in mind right now.
Being mentally focused, it's interesting because, am I right, and your last fight was in August, so almost a year. Is that correct? So in doing that, just having so many fights under your belt, does that help you as far as mentally preparing for something like that? Because you haven't fought in so long.
Yeah. I have taken times off from injuries, unfortunate injuries, and different factors. So almost a year. Yeah, right around 10 months. It's okay. I'll still bring the experience from the previous, even though it was a negative. I'll still bring that experience along and try to improve upon that loss. I did make some changes as well, and that helped me. That loss also gave me a new path to take in training and stuff. And so yeah, it's okay. The time off was okay, to improve and keep improving. Being a student of the arts game, it's okay. 10 months, it's okay.
And then lastly for me, how much of a fighter mentally and physically are you different from when you were first starting to where you are now? Or are you different from when you first started to where you are now?
From when I first started, I'm 37 years old, and I feel no different. Everything's just so the same, so equal for me. The weight cut is the same. My cardio, my routines, my workout, everything just feels the same. Even better now. I'm wiser. As a human being, just a wiser guy. It just feels so natural. Right now. But then let's say with the pandemic, it as easy as because it's for everyone, right? The days off, the gyms were still reopening. Training partners were being cautious, so we had to reunite and get the team together. I was very fortunate myself that I had a good team in Atlanta with me, and we kept training pretty good. You know, but yeah, so some of the trainers were I could not see some of them still, but it worked out okay.
Thank you. All the best on Saturday.
Thanks, buddy.
And we will take our next question from Gabriel Pangalangan with the Dojo Drifter.
Raphael, hello from the Philippines. So tell us more about your training camp. Some people have said that, the pandemic actually didn't change it that much. Some people, of course, felt a big impact from the pandemic. How was it for you?
Yeah, we felt the impact for sure. It's I'm gonna say it again. It's different times. It's different times, crazy times for everyone. Um, and we did feel the impact. Within the community, family, in the martial arts community, in the martial arts world, in our gyms world. Um, our gym, Ascension, even ATT was shut down. Um, yeah, we felt a little bit of impact, and we try to maintain to the best of our ability. Like we worked out fine, worked out okay. Things started to come back right in timely manner, so it worked out okay.
All right, and then looking at your opponent, Cody's, looking at his game, where do you think you have the most advantage in this fight?
Yeah, I mean the advantage. I'm more experienced, more seasoned guy. Um, I think I have the advantage anywhere, despite him having some heavy hands or whatever. Um, my mentality is I have the advantage every second of the fight.
Okay, and then also the targeted title fight between Peter Yan and Jose Aldo. It actually hasn't been officially announced. Do you think that an impressive win here for you could catapult you into that title shot instead of
Yeah, sure,
Aldo?
sure it could. Yeah, I think a win in general will put me right there in contention. I've been around a long time. Um, you can criticize, because there's critics out there, and they can say whatever they want. I've been around a long time. I've been doing my job correctly for a long time, um, despite some negative results. And I'm looking to get to the top contention, after this one.
Yes, and you've been top ranked for a long time. Like you said, you're 37 years old, but you've never had a title shot. Do you think
Never
that
had
this
a
is
title shot.
finally your time?
Never had a title shot. Well, we had two opportunities, and we got injured. Could not sign the bar agreement in two different occasions, which was my two of my worst injuries. So bad timing for me as well.
Okay, so but you believe that this is the opportunity that you will get that title shot soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, best of luck with that, sir. Thank you very much.
And we will take our next question from Yago Hedua with Revista Tatami.
Tatami.
Yago, you are unmuted. Please go ahead.
Tudo bem? Aqui é o Iago da Tatami.
We can hear you, Yago. Please go ahead.
Rafael, me
Opa,
Oi, tudo bem, Rafael? Tá me ouvindo bem?
tô sim.
É, Opa, você vem de uma sequência, né, negativa de 2 derrotas. Como é que você acha que isso impacta na sua luta? Também o Cody também vem de uma sequência negativa, né? Você acha que os dois
Okay, I think we're having some connection issues with Iago. We're going to circle around with him. We'll take our next and last question with Mark Raimondi from ESPN. Mark, you're unmuted. Please go ahead.
Hey, Raphael, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Real quick, you fought both Aljamain Sterling and Corey Sandhagen, and they're in a big bantamweight fight. Obviously, your division, something that means something to you as well for this fight. How do you see that one going? Do you have a prediction for that one?
Yeah, it's a good fight. I mean, both as of right now, they're you can tell, you can say they're both experienced guys in the division now. Yeah, I see a pretty good fight. I don't have a prediction, but I see a pretty good fight. Both of them are on the taller scale of the bantamweight division. Good fight. Good fight. I'll be sneak peeking from backstage for sure.
They both have kind of different styles compared to one another. Do you see any one of those styles having an edge over the other in this fight?
Yeah, I don't see an edge right off the bat like that. And it's just different, right? Aljamain kicks a little bit more, and Sandhagen's longer. Utilizes his hands a little bit longer. Yeah, I see a pretty nice stylistic, matchup there. Good fight. Good fight.
Thanks, Raphael. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Raphael. That is all the time we had for you, sir. You are good to go.
Thanks, guys.